Is it a good idea to pair the RTX 5080 with the Ultrawide 3440x1440p monitor to play Battlefield 6? Let's find out. We are using the Ryzen 7 9800X3D CPU to squeeze out everything we can out of this graphics card, and we'll be experiencing the game today on one of the best monitors for the job. This is QD OLED MSI 341CQP monitor. 175 Hz, but there is a 240 Hz model as well. So if you're into higher frame rates, then you can get that one. If you're interested in that or any other products featured in this video, you can find them on Amazon and the links in the description below. Bear in mind that this is the open beta version of the game, not full release, but this beta version is already well polished and it's a good indicator of what kind of performance we can expect out of this game. We'll start with the Ultra Graphics Quality preset and work our way down all the way to low. And we'll be using resolution upscaling at certain points, but we'll start at native resolution using NVIDIA's DLAA, so resolution upscaling is off for now. And what did I tell you about the optimization? Yes, this game runs really well. Take a look at that, 140 plus FPS at native resolution. Wow, okay. That is a high frame rate. We'll definitely be able to saturate the entirety of that 175 Hz panel using the RTX 5080. Oh, can't get away from me. Although that first shot was wonky. Yeah, that wasn't good. This is already a brilliant experience. Yeah, high refresh rate. So we could just keep the graphics settings at this, but we can get even more out of this graphics card. Let's enable DLSS Quality mode. Oof, take a look at that. 180, 170, hold on, let me just reset that 1% lows counter. Yes, let's go. 180 FPS, 135, 1% lows. This feels good. There's an enemy right there. Oh, he was right there. I don't have any long-range weapons, so I have to be really careful. Just sweeping the area. No. Oh, I get it. He jumped out of here and he went over here. Yes. Get some. My God. Just popped out behind the corner. Oh, I know what's happening here. They have a beacon over here, so they're respawning. Where are they? Where's the beacon? Ah, so sneaky. Alright, let's move on to a different graphics settings configuration. Let's use high now, and we'll go back to native resolution using NVIDIA's DLAA. Let's freaking go. Yes. Hold on, let me reset the 1% lows, and a moment of distraction, and I'm gone. Another ticket of our tally. So yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. But the performance is pretty nice. 140 plus FPS. Yeah, can't complain about that. Brilliant, brilliant performance, and it feels good. Let's see what we can do over here. We'll have to defend D. There's someone trying to take it already. There we go. That takes care of that. And yeah, there is no one else here. He was by himself, alone. In certain scenes, we do get dips to around 130 plus. I'm pretty sure that we'll see 120 plus in other scenes, but generally it's around 140. So that is quite nice. Not quite maxing out the hertz on this monitor, 175, but we're close. And as soon as we enable resolution upscaling, let's do that now, DLSS Quality mode. Yeah, right away that FPS just shoots up close to 200. Oh, let's see, grenade. Who's there? Knock knock. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. He's a wily one. I thought that was friendly. I don't know. Something wrong with my eyes. But I'm recording almost at midnight, so you'll have to forgive me for my lack of skill in the gameplay area. Alright. There we go. Oh, there's someone else on the rooftop there. I don't want any of that. I've seen an enemy. He's following my ally. Okay. We have to do something about it. Oh, there we go. Boom. Got him. Got another one. Double kill. This game runs really well. No need for frame generation. Take a look at this FPS, yeah? Nice and fluid. No need to generate any frames. Honestly, I don't like frame generation in multiplayer online games because it just feels weird. It doesn't feel nice. What's happening? Where's the enemy? Oh, I think it's over there. Let's drop a frag on him. There we go. Oh, he got me. Okay. At least my friendlies got him. Oh no, more coming. More enemies coming. On the minimap I see them. By the way, one of the reasons I don't particularly like playing on the ultra-wide monitor, games like this one right here, is because it's kind of difficult to keep an eye on the minimap because it's just so far away. And over here as well, all those elements, they're kind of difficult to track. I guess what I'm saying is that I actually prefer playing this game on a 16:9 monitor. That feels nicer. Let's lower the graphics settings to medium and go back to native resolution. Wow, check it out. 160, 170 FPS? At native resolution? Oh, 157. This is beautiful. We don't even need resolution upscaling. We can just play the game like this. At native resolution. So good. Oh, no, I'm not gonna fall for that again. I see someone on the minimap over here. Oh my god. Alright, that feels good, but I bet you that will feel even better with DLSS Quality enabled. Let's go. Let's see that FPS. Check it out. 200 plus. Wow. Okay. This is nice. Come on. Yes. Grenade. Is he still there? My god, how tough are you? So many shotgun shells to the face and still alive. Can't believe it. But this is more than my monitor can handle. My monitor can handle only 175 FPS because it's a 175 Hz panel. So this is way more than I can appreciate using this monitor. But damn, if you get the 240 Hz version of this monitor, then yeah, you can still take advantage of that. Because the performance is there. It is possible to push it to the limits. Let's see the absolute maximum performance using the low graphics quality preset. We'll turn off resolution upscaling once more. So we're back at native resolution. And right away, getting a kill. Oh no, a double kill, but not a triple. Let's do this. Where is that enemy tank? Look at this. So many friendlies, so many enemies. Where are they? I want to hunt down that tank. Alright, we don't even need resolution upscaling for this. Look at that. We're saturating this monitor completely. There we go. I wonder what will happen if we enable DLSS on top of this. Let's go, let's do it. DLSS Quality mode. Yikes. 230 FPS, 214. Oh, we're still dropping to around 190, 180. So yeah, there are some demanding scenes in this game, and it appears that the CPU is the bottleneck at certain times. So yeah, we could actually do with a faster CPU. So I'm hoping that AMD is actually listening to us right now and working on the next generation of CPUs. And maybe they'll launch it soon, no? I hope so, because we're certainly ready for them. This isn't even the RTX 5090 we're talking about over here. This is the RTX 5080. What's happening? What was that green light? Just a bug? Yeah, I think so. Oh. Who's there? Who got him? Oh, there it is. My God. How did I fail to see that enemy right there? I've got no idea. He dead? No, he's not dead. My God, he was just crawling around there. Such a sneaky guy. Alright. That point is lost. Tank crawled up. Right. In conclusion, the RTX 5080 is a good pair to the ultrawide monitor. You can saturate it using the RTX 5080 and the 9800X3D. At certain points, the CPU is actually bottlenecking the system. Have a look at that. The GPU is not fully loaded. It's around 85 to 90%. Crazy things happening. Yeah, and it's not even the final release of the game, so I'm hoping that we'll get some further hardware and software optimizations, better drivers. I don't know, maybe the 9800X3D will actually be okay in this game. Maybe we'll see some CPU optimizations as well, which will allow us to get even higher frame rates, maybe even above 240. That would be nice. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this setup? Yeah, let's start a conversation. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to reward my work with a like. It helps out a lot, I appreciate it. If you are interested in any of the products featured in this video, you can find them on Amazon and the links in the description below. Also, subscribe for more videos like this if you haven't already. It was iVadim. Until next time.